we're going to go ahead and continue working on problem number 8. We're going to be finding the height of the tower. So if we read this carefully, it says Victoria, who's standing 100 feet from the bottom of the cliff right here, right, notices a tower on top of it. So there's a tower on top of the cliff, right? The angle of elevation to the top of the cliff right here is 30 degrees. Here's the cliff side right here. That's the cliff side. And the top of the tower, from the bottom where she's standing all the way to the top, is a 58-degree angle. I want you to understand what we're looking for is how tall the tower is. Whoop, that's a lot of lines. This is what we're looking for. We're looking for that distance from the tip down to the base. So right now, if you do this in your journal, I want you to understand this is what we're looking for. We're looking for the height of the tower. Now, I'm going to separate this picture into 2 triangles. Okay? So, one of the triangles that I'm going to use is going to be the biggest triangle. So I want you to imagine right now. Can you guys follow the hand? See how we have this large triangle right here? If I drew a line going straight down. Okay, so we have a big triangle. And then we have a smaller triangle right in here. So I'm going to create another triangle. Like that. Okay. So right here in the smaller triangle, I want you to label that 30 degrees. 30 degrees right there. In the larger triangle, I want you to label this angle 58 degrees. Now, if you're still wondering how I got this, hopefully I can make these triangles stand out a little more. From the tip straight down all the way to the bottom, hopefully you can see that that forms a right angle from the top to the bottom. So you have a small triangle and then you have the larger triangle. What's the similarity between these? Not that they're similar, but what distance do they share? They both share 100 feet from the base of the cliff. So Victoria right here is standing right here, and she is 100 feet in both triangles. So go ahead and label your triangles. All right. So basically, why are we drawing 2 triangles? Hopefully I can explain that adequately. First height I want you to pay attention to is the distance from here all the way down. Now that right there in our original picture represents the distance from the top all the way down to the bottom where the ground is. This distance right here, from here to here, represents the distance of the cliff, like the height of the actual cliff. So if we know the whole height from the tip of the tower all the way to the bottom of the cliff is one distance, and we know the other distance right here in red is the height of the cliff, how do we solve for our value of h, the height of the tower? The height of the tower, everybody, will equal, let's call this distance A. Let's call this distance B. If we take A and we subtract the distance of B, that will give us the what? That'll give us the actual height of the tower, which is this distance right here. So what are we going to do? We're going to take the distance of the blue, and we're going to take away the distance of the red, and that will give us the height right here of the tower. All right, now that we know that the height of the tower is the distance of the blue minus the distance of the red, now let's try to find A and B. So the very first thing that I'm going to do is I'm going to shade in the angle, which is the perspective that we are going for. This is kind of the angle we're referring to, our reference angle. Adam, do you remember the very first thing that I do when we're setting things up? is I draw what? I draw an arrow going across, and what does that always tell us? That tells us our opposite side. Yeah. So right now, what I'm going to do is I'm going to erase this so you don't get confused. I'm going to erase, that's the distance that we're going to be looking for. I'm calling it what? I'm calling it distance A. And I'm saying A is our opposite side. What is this distance right here in a right triangle always going to be? What do we call the longest side? The hypotenuse. We're labeling it the hypotenuse. Which means this 100 feet refers to the adjacent side. Okay? Now, whenever you're solving these problems, you ask yourself this question. So, what do I have? What do I need? This is what I have. That is information that I have. What do I need to find? I need to find this. This is my opposite side. This is my adjacent side. Then you ask yourself, am I going to use sine? Am I going to use cosine? Or am I going to use tangent? And I'm going to choose tangent because tangent is the ratio of your opposite side in relationship to your adjacent side. That's what determines which trig ratio you're going to use. So now I'm going to set it up. I'm going to say the tangent. I'm going to open up a parentheses, and what number am I going to put in here? I'm going to put the measure of my angle. What's the measure of my angle in this particular triangle? 58. The tangent of 58 degrees equals my opposite side in relationship to what? In relationship to my adjacent side. So what is the length of my opposite side? We're going to call it A. What's the relationship? What's the distance of my adjacent side? 100. So we're going to put A over 100. And then you simply place this over a 1. And here is your proportion. Okay? That's your proportion. Now, when you guys set up a proportion, what are you allowed to do? Cross multiply. So let's get our cross products. When we do our cross products, you get A is equal to 100 times what? Times the tangent of 58 degrees. In the calculator, you are allowed to type that in exactly as it appears, and that will give you a certain distance. So if you type it in, 100 tangent 58 degrees, enter. That gives you basically 160.0 feet. So what does that mean? That means the distance, everybody, of A is 160.0 feet. In our picture, that means this distance right here, A, is 160.0 feet. That's the tallest from here all the way down. Now what do we need to find? We need to find B. So we're going to do the exact same process. So what am I going to highlight? I'm going to highlight the 30 degrees. This is our perspective. Then, Caitlin, what am I going to do from the 30? Right? And then what's that going to do? That's going to give me the distance of what? That represents the B. I'll do it in red, sorry. And you're right. That lets me know, hey, that's my opposite side. What is the 100 feet? Once again, that's the adjacent side. And this distance is still the hypotenuse. You're going to use tangent again. Why are we going to use tangent again? Because I have my adjacent side, and what am I looking for? I'm looking for my opposite side. So when you're looking for your opposite and adjacent, what do you always use? You use tangent. So the tangent of what angle? What angle am I using this time? I'm not using 58. What am I using? 30. Equals what over what? Which is what? What's my opposite side? B. Good. Over over 100. We're going to put this all over a 1. And once again, what are we allowed to do? Cross multiply. So B is going to approximately equal whatever 100 times the tangent of 30. And if you type in a calculator, you get 57.7 feet. Now, what does that 57.7 feet represent in our problem? That 57.7 feet represents this distance right in here. 57.7 feet, which is this distance right here. So our final answer, the height, is going to be this distance minus the other distance. That gives you 102.3 feet. Okay? So sometimes what do you have to do? You have to do the process not once, you got to do it twice in order to find a gap that is missing.